Being able to generate leads for your business is so important. Without leads, you're never going to make any sales, and without sales, you're never going to make any money. And it all starts with leads. Now, if you didn't know, there are typically two types of leads. First of all, you've got cold leads. Now, these are just people that have never heard of you before. And then second, we've got warm leads. Now, these are people that have heard of you before, or they have gone out of their way to reach out to you and submit an inquiry. In this video, we're going to be focusing on cold leads. If you are new to this, chances are you haven't built up enough of a reputation in order to get warm leads coming through to your business, or at least enough of them to create consistent revenue. If you don't have that, you need to focus on cold leads, aka reaching out to people that have never heard of you before. So I'm going to show you 3 different ways how we generate leads within our business, and you can use these methods to start generating leads within your business this year. We're going to be utilizing free or manual methods, we're going to be utilizing tools, and we're going to be utilizing paid for services. So you have a variety of ways to build up a collection of leads that you can reach out to. But before you can do any of that, before the stage of outreach comes, you actually really need to understand the type of business that you are trying to approach or trying to help. So you need to understand your ideal customer profile. Now, this means understanding things like what niche are they in? What is the size of the business, or how many team members do they have? And finally, a really important one, and that is understanding what problems your ideal customer has that you are able to solve. Now that you understand that, if you do find this video useful at all, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button. Now, let's go. So the first way that we're going to be getting leads is through manual methods or free methods. And this is great if you're just getting started and you haven't acquired any clients yet. You perhaps don't have the revenue within your business to pay for paid tool. I mean, I always recommend that everybody goes through this step, regardless as to whether you have money coming into your business or not. Okay, it builds character, and it really just teaches you how you can acquire company lead information. This is something that I recommend to all my students in the academy, and I'm recommending that you do the same for yourselves. So essentially, we're just turning ourselves into a detective, and we are looking to find a business, and then we're looking to find someone within that business that we can contact. Now, before you do this, as I said a minute ago, you need to understand what type of business it is you are reaching out to. So in this instance, let's just go with plumbers. So I've gone plumbers in Exeter, that's where I'm based. I always recommend that you start local. Okay, if you are starting your business, start with your local town or city. Find 1 or 2 clients there, and then you can start branching out. Now, what we do is we just come to here and we're finding businesses. We're looking for businesses that fit our ideal customer profile. We've got the map pack that we can visit, and we can hit websites, or you even have the organic listings. Now, because we are using plumbers, there's a lot of sort of trade directories you can just skip past, and we could just click this one, for example, and you're then presented with a website. This website looks nasty. What we want to be looking for is the business owner's name, their contact information, so a phone number, and preferably an email address as well. Now, cold calling, a lot of you might hate doing it, but it's by far the most effective and quickest way to sign up clients, or even get a no. Okay, a no is just as good as a yes, because you know where you stand. So this is really easy. This is telling us to call Ben, and it's given us a mobile number already. So we know that we're contacting Ben, and we can grab this phone number, we can add it to our spreadsheet or our lead list. And if we scroll down, we see if there's an email address. So we've just got call, so we've got our phone number again. So it doesn't look to be an email address. It might not have an email address. Social media is down in the bottom, so you can contact them that way. You can go onto Facebook and you can make a note of their link, so you can send them a direct message. We're not given, oh, there is an email address. Great. We've got all 3 types of contact information. We've got an email address, we've got a phone number, and we have a social media account that we can DM if we wish. And we know that this person is called Ben, so we'd add that to our list. Now, you need to turn into a bit of a detective. Sometimes the information is not that accessible as it is here. Okay, by all means, crawl the person's about page. They'll either have a link up at the top, or they'll have a link down in the footer, so you can find out more about the business. Typically, the business owner's name will be in there. Or you can go as far to Google a company. We could say BDJ Plumbing Exeter owner. Okay, Ben Johnson. Right, so Google is awesome for trying to find information about business owners. Okay, so that's the first way. This way is so effective for generating quality leads. Okay, you know that the information is going to be accurate because you've sourced it yourself. But the downside is time. There is a time sacrifice for quality here. Now, if you are looking to save time, you can use the likes of lead scraping tools. So that brings us on to our second option. So here we've got a tool called Data Miner. Okay, now this is both a free tool and a paid for tool. Now, if you are just getting started and you don't have revenue coming into your business, I recommend the free tool, the free option, because although it doesn't allow you to generate leads in mass volume, you can still generate a handful really, really quickly. Okay, it's an automation tool, it extracts data so you don't have to go through this manual process. The trade-off is sometimes the information isn't all that accurate. So there's a balance here between how much time this is taking you versus the quality of the leads. The other downside is, and I'll show you shortly, is it doesn't give us email addresses. So this is perfect for cold calling. I recommend cold calling to everybody. Sticking with plumbers, I'm just going to come back. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to maps. So we are going to utilize the maps, and it's going to give us all of the local businesses, local plumbers within our town or city. And by default, it will show you a handful. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down. We're going to continue scrolling down until this list becomes much bigger. Now that we have a nice list, what we can do is we have a Chrome extension tool here for data mining. We're going to click that. And then we are given recipes, and these are predefined public recipes that you can use, and it just uses a recipe to extract the data that we want. So we're going to put scrape this page. We're going to hit this button here. We're going to be given another pop-up, and then we're going to go page scrape, and you're going to choose Pro Google Maps List Scrape Basic 2022. Okay, now if you hit preview, it's going to show you the information that it's pulling, and you can see that it's bringing in the business name, the address, the phone number. So that's how we're going to be contacting them. So what you would do is you would say scrape this, and you hit download. So it's going to download 68 rows here. So you're going to hit download and hit CSV file. Okay, this is our CSV, and within a matter of minutes, we have all of these businesses that we can reach out to, which is fantastic. So all you would need to do now is click on each of the website and then qualify them. Okay, make sure that it's your ideal customer. Okay, it fits the ideal customer profile. You can help them. You can identify problems that you can solve, and then you can go down the route of calling them, and you can also extract an email address from their website. Okay, so still a little bit manual, but very much quicker than going through the whole process manually. Now, if you're looking for an even faster way to do this, okay, we can utilize paid tools. You know, this brings me on to Apollo.io, and Apollo, honestly, it's the best tool that I've discovered. At the time of recording this in 2023, this is by far the best. So it is a paid for tool, and it is actually, it's $99 per month if you're doing monthly billing. Okay, if you want to pay up front, then it's going to be cheaper. So yeah, this is a paid for tool. The quality is good, but not as good as manual, because sometimes the contact information isn't up to date. You might get bounce backs. You might not be reaching the right person, but you are sacrificing quality here for time. Okay, you're getting leads much quicker, but the quality isn't as good. So it all depends on what you want. Okay, we've got manual and free, which is high quality, or we've got automated and fast, which is lower quality. So essentially, if we just log in, we have a ton of businesses that we can reach out to. Okay, we can filter by persona, territories, name. We can look at job titles, what type of company, where they're located, how many employees. So if you understand your ideal customer profile, you can really start to input that information into these filter options to bring back a list of businesses for you to reach out to. So if I just, for example, just very quickly say that we want to reach out to companies with 1 to 10 employees. They're based in the let's just go London. Industry and keywords. So we want to go with plumbing. Is that an option? Plumbing isn't an option here, but what we can do is go plumbing, and we can say plumbers. And you'll see here on the right hand side that we've got keywords. So we've got like appliance repairs, heating. So actually, if we search heating in here, nope, that's not an option either. So search heating, and it's going to start generating us leads on the right hand side. So we've got 881 potential businesses that we can reach out to here. It's given us a name, it's given us our location, it's given us industry, keywords, and what it's going to do is it's going to extract their phone number, it's going to extract their social media accounts, it's going to extract their email address. So much information comes from this tool, and that's why you end up paying for it, because you are paying to buy back your time, so you're not having to do this manually. I recommend you start manually. You've generated a couple of clients and you want to free up and buy back your time. Look at a tool like this. So I'm not going to go into too much detail with this because I want to keep something back for our paid community, but you can see how capable this tool is and how many options that you have. in order to generate leads. Okay, once you've got your lead list, it's really simple. What you need to do is select all the leads that you want. So we can either select 25, we can select all people, and then we just go to export, and it's going to export the entire list. Now I'm not going to do that because I'm paying for this and I don't want us to eat into my credits, but you get the gist, okay? So there you have it. You've seen how we generate leads for our business, and you now have 3 new different ways that you can generate leads for your business. It doesn't matter where you are in terms of your business, whether you are new, whether you are established, and you just wanted to generate or increase your lead count. You can do this manually, you can do this using scraping tools, and you can do this using the likes of Apollo, which is a little bit more expensive, but it does do a very, very good job, especially if you are looking to mass outreach. Now, as I said at the start, if you do find this video valuable, I'd really appreciate if you do hit that like button. There is an end screen coming up as well with more valuable content for you to consume. Go and check that out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.